What's good, everybody? You know who it is. It took a while for me to realize that a lot of things that we say that we need and we can't live without, we really don't need. We don't really need our phones. We don't really need Netflix. We don't really need YouTube. And a lot of people are way too attached to these things. I've made a lot of videos on being too attached to things, right? Because if it isn't things that you absolutely can't live without, water, food, clothes, a roof over your head, then there's not really much else that you need other than that. Anything after that is just a want, right? I want to make YouTube videos. I want to help people. Therefore, I need a camera. I need a phone to do this on. So, other than the basic necessities, man, what else do you really need? A lot of people like to buy Louis V, Coach, Gucci, all kinds of stuff, right? And I don't know what's hot right now. I don't know what's trending because I have money, I just don't purchase it on things like that, right? So, whenever I say whenever I say you are too attached to these things, is if you can't drop something off of within a second, you are a little bit too invested, and I would reevaluate what you think about that certain thing, right? I have a 12-year-old sister, and she is addicted, right, to TikTok. It's normal because it's the hot thing right now, right? Everybody's on TikTok, but you don't need TikTok, right? At the root of it, you don't, right? You were fine without it. You were fine before it existed, and you'll be fine after it's gone. So, you don't really need these things. But it's my 12-year-old sister, and I try to tell her these things like, try to go 2 hours without looking at TikTok. Try to go 3 hours. Try to go 4. Try to go a whole day. And it's similar. It's the same. I would say it's the same approach with things that you think you need in your life, right? If you feel, I'm not calling anybody out, but if you feel like certain things, we all have that feeling, man. We all have that feeling of, I feel like this is getting out of hand. I was that way with porn. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I used to watch a lot of it. And it got to a point where I was like, you know what, man? This is starting to get a little out of control. Do I really need this in my life? And if you have that feeling, then it's probably time to look at that and think, do I really need this? What would happen if I went without it? What am I getting out of it? And I'm just using that as my example because that's what I went through, but for whatever it is that you guys might have, man, for whatever it is that you guys might be thinking about, like, man, I got this one thing, or it could be like a girl, like you shouldn't be messing with this girl no more because she's been doing you wrong, but you still mess with her. But deep down inside of you, it's your animal alphaness saying, you know what, man, forget this girl. Something's telling me just to walk away. Something's telling me she don't deserve me. Something's telling me that this ain't it, right? It takes once, man. It takes one time it takes only once for you to be aware of this feeling, and then after that, you'll never forget it ever again, because that's almost like your inner voice, man. That's your inner voice telling you what's wrong. That's your absolute truest self, right? The self that you don't really give to anybody else, but only you are aware of it. We all have things that we say, but we just don't say it out loud. We say it inside of our heads. We don't really say it out in the open, right? We're afraid of being judged, or for whatever reason, you don't want to come off too harsh, you don't want to come off a certain way, so you keep it in. But that voice right there is your truest self. So if nobody's hearing it, you at least need to hear it. If nobody is hearing your inner voice, you at least need to be hearing your own inner voice, and you need to be taking advice. Do I really believe this? Why am I thinking this right now? Why is my inner voice saying this? And start thinking about things, man. Because half the time, you're probably right. But leave it to me, right? To get off on a whole different topic. But going back to the main topic, man, is a lot of things that you've been told that you need, you don't really need them. But I feel like that's all for today, man. I got all my thoughts that I need to get out. If you have any questions, leave them below in the comment box. If you want to DM me, my Instagram is in the description box. You can send me a DM, ask me your questions. Still going hard on the beer journey. We're still growing every single week. Still making gains in the gym, man. You know what I'm saying? We're still in this gym. But look, man, that's going to be it. Appreciate y'all watching, man. Subscribe. See you on the next one.